Do you ever feel like the universe is ignoring your messages? You've been asking for change for a while now, but for some reason, it's just like your messages just aren't getting through. It reminds me of when I was growing up. Now, I would always ask my mom if I could sleep at my friend's house or my cousin's house, which if you're African, you know it's an extreme sport. Like it's already a long day. Now, whenever I'd ask her, she would just point blank, I kid you not, point blank, act like she didn't hear me. And it drove me insane. Eventually, after a solid 30 minutes of repeating, hey mom, mom,
mom, mommy,
like a robot, I would just give up. This is how it can feel with the universe sometimes. That frustration can lead to hopelessness. And here's a confusing truth for you. There is no universe. There's only a universe. And by the end of this, you're going to know how to make sure that the universe gets your messages and replies back with the quickness. If it feels like the universe is ignoring you, it's because the truth is you are ignoring yourself. Now, you're the only universe that exists. There is no universe outside of you. And 98% will never know this. What comes to your mind when you think of the universe? You probably think of stars, galaxies, planets, and aliens. The most destructive lie ever sold to humanity is the lie of externalization. What should come to your mind when you think about the universe is you. You are the universe. You are a microcosm of it, which just means that you are a miniature version with all the same qualities. Now, AJ, could you put up that photo of that tweet that Will did? Shout out my boy Will. He literally put it together perfectly. And once you see the image, what you should see is as above, so below. A consistent principle of creation. The universe is the best mathematician. On the left side is an atom, which is the building blocks that you and the universe are made from. And on the right side, you see the structure of the solar system. They are identical. Or even look at this image. You have the brain cell, the universe, the DNA and the double helix nebula, the eye and the helix nebula. I mean it literally when I say that you are the universe. There is one inside of you. And Carl Sagan, one of the world's most famous and renowned astrophysicists, said, the cosmos is within us. We are made of star stuff. We are a way for the universe to know itself. And the craziest part is, thousands of years ago, the ancient Hermetic alchemist said, as above, so below, and so below, as above. Whatever is within you will be within your universe. This should give you a light bulb moment to the statement that I made earlier. There is no universe. There's only a universe. That is why they say reality is a reflection of who you are. You've never been ignored by the universe. Every message that you tried to send to the universe got ignored because you was trying to send it to somewhere it doesn't exist rather than within. And the more you begin to look within instead of without, the more reality will make sense and the more your message will finally be heard. Now, if you can ask yourself this question anytime reality isn't going the way you want, it will force the universe to reply to you instantly. The simple yet powerful question is, what is happening within me? The truth is, the universe never actually ignores you. It's always replying to you. You're just not communicating with the universe, and this should be your second light bulb moment. Did you know that you and the universe talk back and forth at every single moment, including this one? The mistake is that 98% of the world thinks that the universe, i.e. yourself, your internal dimension, your inner dimension, communicates through language like us. So you try to talk to it in English or whatever language you speak, and it's not hearing you because you're not talking the right language of the mind. And the universe has 3 languages, and if you don't speak them, then it will ignore you. And once you know these 3 languages, everything will change. Language 1. Emotion. Now, Neville Goddard says something extremely profound, and that is, emotion is the language of God. Certain cultures across the world have adopted the idea that God has a chosen language, which is pure egotism because God is beyond the confinement of language. Emotion, unlike language, transcends reality, as emotion is energy emotion. Emotion emits a frequency into the universe which acts as a beacon of light, the realities that you can experience. Frequency is like a reality assigner. If you imagine ordering something on Amazon, it has a specific product code, so then the factory knows, the warehouse, or it knows exactly what to give you. It's the same thing with frequency. And in the Kabbalion it says, by being able to master their own moods and feelings, they can neutralize rhythm and escape a great part of the operations of cause and effect on the ordinary plane. Emotion is everything. Emotions alter the vibration of the thoughts that you have, so they're supercharged, increasing the likelihood of their manifestation. Emotion is more powerful than any thought or any word. This is why, while people pray for prosperity verbally, their emotional state is frustration and sadness, which is the only thing that the universe hears. And I remember growing up in a church and seeing people pray year after year for their life to change, for prosperity, for success. And they would cry sadness while they were praying because, it mattered so much to them. And unfortunately, their words aren't heard. And there's actually a scripture in the Bible where Jesus says something to the effect of, I'll get AJ to put it up. It's something to the effect of, don't be like the heathens who think they'll be heard for their words. And the point of that is, it's not what you say. It's not about the words that come out your mouth. It's about the emotion. That's the largest shareholder of your frequency. And emotion breeds emotion. Whatever you feel, reality will seek to maintain and multiply that feeling by bringing circumstances that maintain that. That's what you have to understand. Language 2, attention. Now, in my role as an esoteric advisor to high achieving entrepreneurs, I always stress these 3 words to my clients. So never forget them, write them down, tattoo them, put it as your lock screen, never forget it. Attention is alignment. In the realm of the universe, attention takes precedence over your words and your thoughts. It doesn't matter how much you think positively if your attention is still focused on the opposite, because that's all the universe thinks you're aligning to. Wherever your attention is being placed is the reality that you're being aligned to. The universe is a careful observer that never takes a day from observing where your attention is being placed. Wherever attention flows, energy goes. Attention is like centralizing energy. It's almost like shooting energy into one point. Think about it like depositing into a bank account that brings either wanted or unwanted realities, which comes down to what is the placement of your attention reflective of. What many people don't know is that if it can't get your attention, then it doesn't exist. Language 3, the now. If you want the universe to actually hear you, then you have to play by its rules. And one of its rules is there is no past or there is no future. There's only the now. Live in the future until you have no concept of it. A major mistake that you've made your whole life is thinking, I will be one day, soon, in the future, I know one day. And what you're not realizing is that any one of those beliefs states that to believe that you will be or one day it's going to happen or soon it's going to happen is a confession that at this moment in time, which is the only moment that exists, you are not. And if you're not now, then you never can be in reality, because only the now exists. You must enter the emotional state of being that suggests that your desire has already manifested and allow yourself to be consumed by that. Once you focus on seizing the now, you will seize the reality that you want. Now, here's how the universe actually replies. Like a phone, when probably connected to the universe, it will send you notifications. Off the basis that you're always communicating with the universe, whether consciously or unconsciously, the universe is always replying to you, whether you know it or not. Have you ever had a strange coincidence? The truth is, there is no such thing as coincidence. There are only synchronicities. Synchronicities are meaningful coincidences that are seen as signs or messages from a higher power. See them as an indication of the connection between the spiritual and the material aspects of life. They are a reminder that you are forever reflecting the universe. Think about it like the universe telling you to pay attention. It's like when you keep seeing the same numbers over and over again. It's like when you're thinking about somebody and then they hit you up. It's like when you're looking at a car online or some clothes and then you start to see it everywhere in real life. The more you begin to link the events of your life to your mind, the more you will realize that the universe is always talking to you. You just need to listen. Once you begin to shift into your desired reality, a series of events that lead up to your manifestation will begin to unfold, and it's time to pay attention. It will start with your intuition telling you to do certain things. It will almost feel like you're being nudged, and once again, this is the universal wisdom being mirrored within you. That being said, go send your message to the universe and make sure you're looking out for your reply.